What is up, you crew? Today we are going to be covering a very highly requested internet mystery. You guys have asked us over and over and over again to cover the Kate Yup story. So if you don't know, Kate Yup is a very popular YouTube channel which features a woman in a mask eating huge amounts of food on camera, and this is called a mukbang. And for some reason this channel has so many people freaked out, coming up with all kinds of crazy conspiracy theories. A lot of people think that Kate Yup is being held captive and forced to eat this massive amount of food on camera.
So here's a quick clip of Kate's video so you get the idea of what we're talking about.
So if you scroll through the comments of Kate's videos, everyone is timestamping what are supposed to be some clues throughout her videos. Like they timestamp some strange whispering, some tapping. If she ever taps on the bowl, everyone's like, oh, that's Morse code. Basically, if she does anything, they think it's some sort of clue.
We will be reviewing these clues together today.
And be sure to let us know what you think too in the comments down below, because we want to hear what you think.
So one of the things that really freaks people out is Kate's mask. She wears this kind of weird mask. It looks like it's a homemade mask. Where
a lot of people think it's a blindfold.
Yeah, like she cuts her nose out, but it's not a blindfold. You can see her eyes actually in one of the videos. She actually wears a really weird mask, and she has already told people over and over again she does this because this is kind of weird. She said in one of the comments, she said that it was because she had a deformed nose and people were making really mean comments about her. And in another one, she said it was because she wanted to protect her identity.
Which makes a lot of sense and is actually a really smart idea, because people on the internet could just be nuts sometimes. So we respected her privacy and we didn't try to find out in any way her real identity, because she obviously wants to stay anonymous for whatever reason. I mean, maybe she doesn't want people in real life to know she makes these food videos. Maybe she's embarrassed. Who knows? Yeah,
regardless, we decided that we are going to respect her privacy and we're going to let her have her privacy and not in any way do any research. Another thing that freaks a lot of people out is the amount of food that Kate can eat in one setting, and it is a massive amount of food.
But this is pretty typical for mukbang channels. If you go and look into the mukbang community, it's often these huge meals. I mean, look at Matt Stoney. It's pretty typical, and she's even tagged Matt Stoney in one of her videos, so that's kind of like what she's aiming for. I kind of feel like it's just with seafood.
So the idea that she is being held captive and not allowed to eat is kind of far-fetched, because that's literally what the mukbang community does. They eat tons of food.
I mean, it is a bit of an unusual channel. Don't get me wrong. It is kind of like out there compared to the other ones, but it's not too far off.
So let's react to what leads people to come up with these crazy conspiracy theories.
Okay, guys, so we went through the comments and there's just so many timestamps of different things. So why don't you close your eyes and try to listen with us and see if you could hear it first.
If you haven't seen these clips before, close your eyes now and let's play the first clip, and then you tell me what you hear.
Okay, so to me, that sounded like she was digesting the massive amount of food she was eating, but that is apparently supposed to be help.
Help, I guess. If you guys didn't get that, that was help, but it sounded like merp. To me, that's what it's like when you're eating a lot of food. You have to remember, she just got through gorging her body, so she's digesting food as she's opening her mouth to take another bite.
And she's in a completely quiet room with a microphone. I mean, it's gonna pick up on stuff like that.
And remember, this is ASMR, so you're supposed to be into like the sounds, even though I find the sounds a little weird.
A lot of people are disgusted by the sounds, but this is what it's supposed to be. It's a genre of video that a lot of people are into.
To me, that sounded like digestion. If you disagree, put it in the comments below.
But let's try another one.
Let's try another.
Close your eyes.
Close your eyes again. We're gonna listen to another clip here. Now, they think that says help me.
I mean, I don't think she's speaking English, and I don't even think she's trying to form a word. I think she's just kind of like saying hi to the camera.
I feel like people want to find these things in these clips so they hear what they want to hear. Let me know what you guys think about that one.
That looked like it was with her mouth closing.
Like her teeth chomping. Just sounds like the food to me. I'm not hearing to help me on that one.
That one's just help. That one's not help me. So let's try this one. This one's a little bit more brutal. So to me, that sounded like her pulling that meat
off the cutting board, which would make a sound because it's like it's meat. It's literally fish.
Let's try one more time.
It's kind of got moisture to it. So when you're picking it up, it's going to make a noise. Let's go ahead and hear it again.
That's supposed to be I kill you.
Oh. Okay.
And if she was being held captive, why would you put that in the video? It doesn't even make sense to me. You're just gonna start like
saying I'll kill you.
Yeah, in the video so people could pick up on that.
And then if you're the person who's supposedly keeping her captive, are you really gonna let all the comments there stay? Obviously, if he's keeping her captive, he's in charge of the YouTube channel. So he would really easily be able to go in there and hide all those freaking comments. Not to mention, it doesn't make sense.
So how about let's do this one where supposedly someone else is moving her bowl. Okay, right there, you could literally see she bumps into it and it moves.
Oh yeah. Look at also, there's a lot of like juices underneath that bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
See all the juices? So even if she bumped it a little bit, it could slide if that table is at all like facing downhill.
But imagine if you're holding someone captive and you're filming these videos, are you really gonna just like start messing with the bowl and stuff and like whispering weird things? You're just like gonna start messing with people and moving a bowl around? It just doesn't make any sense.
Maybe she's decided to go ahead and playing up on it though. Maybe she decided to play up on it because she's like, you know what? They will want this. We'll give it to them. My channel is blowing up. Now I'm not accusing her of anything and I'm not talking bad about her. I think she's just a YouTuber trying to make it like everybody else. I want to make that clear. I know a lot of people that make these videos and they just feel like they have a need to like rip on people.
Yeah.
And that's not what we're about.
No. Kate has tried to tell people over and over again that nothing's wrong. Everything's fine. She's not being held captive. And it actually drives her nuts, these kind of rumors. They drive her nuts. She actually said in one of her videos, which we'll pull up right now, she tried to say she's not being held captive, but the people that are harming her are the people online every day spreading rumors about her. But still, even though she has clarified this over and over again, she still gets comments saying, oh, she's playing a role. Oh, she's clout chasing. When, I mean, how could she be doing either of those things when she's tried to dispel these rumors over and over again?
Exactly. And just think if she didn't hide her face, what she'd be going through.
Exactly. They would probably be driving her nuts. No wonder why she's wearing this mask every single time now.
So let's keep going. Let's check out the next clip.
So this is where people think she's tapping on the bowl and it's Morse code, which I think has already been debunked. So to me, it looks like she's wiping the oil off her fingers.
I've actually seen people that eat like that where they will tap, like they will tap or something while they're eating. Plus someone supposedly dispelled this myth that it was a Morse code. I'm starting to think that people are just looking for any small reason to believe that there's this conspiracy going on.
Well, she even tried to debunk the Morse code herself. She actually pinned a comment. Because she doesn't speak very good English, she tried to copy and paste it from someone else and it referred to her in third person. That freaked a lot of people out because they're like, oh, it's a person holding her captive writing this. She just copied and pasted someone else's comment because she doesn't speak very good English. So this is a clip where people think she purposely spelled out SOS. So let's take a look. Let's take a gander at this. Okay, so as you can see, she wrote the meat is so delicious, soft and tender, and then the S and the O and the S are capitalized. So what do you think about that?
I'm not buying it. I think she's just basically just saying it's delicious because she speaks French as her native. I don't know. Is that how they say delicious in French? I don't know. I'm not pretending like I speak French.
Yeah.
But maybe she's saying delicious. I don't know. It might be a stretch, but I don't know. I mean, I could think of so many ways that she's putting these little signals out there. I just don't see how that would make any sense. I mean, she's eating some really good food. Whoever her captive is, he's giving her some really
That's
good
another
food.
thing a lot of people have pointed out is they're really spending a lot of money for these videos.
You think if she's being held captive, they'd be giving her like some really nasty stuff to eat.
So apparently in multiple titles, this adds up to help. So there's the H, there's the E, there's the L, and there's the P.
No, I've heard a lot of people make like this didn't make any sense. They said the sentence structure or something like that. But we have to remember her native language is French. It's not English. So of course her sentence structure and everything's going to be kind of off. Like this is not
her
her
second language.
Yeah, exactly. So prawn just smaller than giant shrimps and easier to eat because I removed the skin. I don't understand how that's.
No, because it's supposed to spell out. See, it started with H, the first sentence, then it was E, then it was L. Say, hey, I'm still alive, my friends. You could see to my smile.
Now, some people have talked about her lip and supposedly like injuries on her lip.
Oh, she's already cleared that up, that it was a cold sore.
So she gets cold sores like 99% of everybody else in the world.
And another thing is people have tried to say this is the missing teenager Carly Gousset.
Yeah, and that's just no way. It doesn't even make sense.
That doesn't make sense. She started doing these videos long before Carly even went missing. So it just doesn't even make sense. That's just totally an out there theory. That doesn't make sense.
And that's kind of depressing for the parents of Carly Gousset, whose daughter is missing. Because, I mean, there's been a lot of crazy things about people saying they've seen Carly Gousset and stuff. And it's kind of like, could you imagine if that was your child and people were saying that this is her and stuff? I think they even said that they even went so far as they had the police look into this and found out, no, it's not Carly Gousset.
Yeah, which you could have told right away because, I mean, they started making these videos long before Carly went missing. So another thing that people pointed out is one of her titles, which is I Am Alive. And they said I is 9th in the alphabet and then A is 1st in the alphabet. So that means 911. So they're really reading into everything, guys, like everything.
Like 911's help, but in her country, I wonder, it's 112 or 101 for the fire brigade. I don't know how that would make sense. I mean, unless she's trying to appeal to the American audience with 911. Again, I don't think so. Of course, she might be playing into it, even though it seems like she's trying so hard for everyone to tell everyone that, you know, because obviously she doesn't want to be known. She's trying to hide her identity, and there's a reason for that. And
it obviously drives her nuts that people are spreading these rumors.
Because think about it, because now you got all these people trying to figure out who you are.
And they keep suggesting her comments, when's the face reveal? When's the face reveal? I mean, that must drive her insane. That's obviously there's not going going to be a face reveal, guys. She's hiding her face on purpose.
Yeah, and this is probably going to freak her out even more because you got all these people trying to find her and figure out who she is.
Everyone's always trying to find her social media and stuff and track her down. And they're trying to find out her real name. And it's just going to freak her out even more. It probably causes her a lot of stress.
And she's trying really hard, obviously, to keep her identity secret. For whatever personal reasons, I think people should totally respect that. She wants her privacy and people should give her privacy. Now, if she was being held captive, which I personally don't think is happening.
No, me neither.
I think there's many other ways she could probably get that out there. She seems to be like, you know, and I don't see why the captor, I don't know why he would allow her to make all these little tiny things happen in the video that people are picking up on.
And
just
then leave the comments there.
And not only leave the comments, but leave the video.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would you leave the video? Why would you leave the comments? And wouldn't you eventually go be like, hey, Kate, you got to stop doing this or you're not going to be able to make videos anymore or something?
Exactly. Well, she hasn't uploaded in 3 months. So, and she did have a deleted video where I guess she was like using Coke and Mentos with some sort of fish that really freaked people out.
That was a weird. Do you have that video? That was really kind of a weird video. Okay, we probably can't show it. Just a dead fish hanging from a string. Let me just explain what this is. It's a dead fish hanging from a string. She shoves a balloon with Coke in its mouth and starts putting in Mentos, and it just seemed kind of creepy. It really did seem kind of weird. And how long? Was that a really old video or was that a newer video?
That was right. I think she uploaded that right before she's been gone for 3 months.
So maybe at this point, maybe she's like, hey, this is what they want. They want to have some conspiracies. I'm getting views on it. She is getting a lot of views. Maybe she's just like, hey, I'll just go along with it and give the people what they want. It's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that as like, oh, that's horrible.
No, but the people who give her a hard time for playing a role and stuff, it's like, what do you expect her to do? She wasn't playing into it at all, but how could you blame her if she's going to start? Because you're calling her a clout chaser and saying she's playing into it anyways. Why wouldn't you start playing into it?
A lot of toxic people have been attacking her and saying that she's, you know, if she's awful. I mean, I don't know. If you're going to be constantly accusing, you're sitting there telling people, hey, this is not what's going on. I'm okay. No one's keeping me captive. I'm 100% okay. What are you going to do eventually? People are liking it. They're still going to be going after you. I feel like what people want is her to reveal her identity and then it'll all go away. And as long as she doesn't do that, her channel will probably continue to grow and the conspiracy will probably continue to grow as well. I personally think this is just someone who's trying to do YouTube, trying to make it their career. She's obviously doing really, really well. She doesn't speak English as her native language, so she's trying to communicate to everybody that she's okay. But even when she's saying that, people are taking that and saying, oh, she's crying for help.
Exactly. It must drive her nuts because if she does anything, they say it's a cry for help.
I don't know. What would you guys do in that situation? Would you just quit YouTube altogether? Because maybe that's what she did. Maybe she got tired.
That's why she's been gone for 3 months because people are driving her nuts.
Basically, she just wants to be left alone to make videos.
But people keep telling her, oh, you should do a face reveal. Oh, you should show us your personal life. And that probably is not what she wants. She wants to keep her privacy, obviously, for whatever reason.
So basically, that's our take. I know a lot of people are probably going to be like, oh, you guys are dumb. You guys really wanted us to... I don't know what you wanted. I know a lot of people are really, really, really married to this idea.
They're really invested in it.
Yeah, they're really invested in this idea that Kate Yup, there's this, like, all this stuff happening to her and she needs help and she's being held captive. I just think she's someone who is making videos and...
Maybe she doesn't want people to know in real life.
I don't know, guys. What do you make of it? I'm not going to say if she is being held captive, for God's sake. I hope she does get the help. I mean, I hope she does. But I just, honestly, with this evidence, it just seems like you're really, really looking for any little thing to like grab onto. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below.
Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any other mysteries you want to see us cover, be sure to put them in the comments down below. We read your guys' comments, and if we think it's a cool idea, we will do it.